And it was a big deal when Germany reunited, because there was not violence. There was problems, but there wasn't terrible violence like in all over Europe when so many countries became free. I went to Berlin, and then I met some girls, and I said, "How do you know me?" "I've been looking for freedom." And they couldn't sing the second line because they didn't know English. And they said, I said, "Well, when are you going to East Berlin or West Berlin?" They said, "I don't know, maybe when we get old like our parents, grandparents." "You can't go to I said, "You can't go across the street?" And they said, "No." So I said, well, I took a photo with them, and I took a photo with these girls, and I said, "Meet me here tomorrow." And I went back to West Berlin, put it in the newspaper, put it in my pants the next day, and went through Checkpoint Charlie and gave the picture to the girls. And I said, "Here's a little piece of freedom." And they cried and screamed and ran away, because they were basically in prison for, what, 20 or 30 years, you know? I really don't think that there's anybody who really thinks that. I think that's just something that was put in the press. I never said the words I had anything to do with bringing down the Berlin Wall. I sang a song about freedom. I went behind the wall, because when I flew over the wall the first time, you were probably 2 years old. I flew over the wall, and I went, wow, from the airplane. What is that? That's the Berlin Wall, and you can go behind it.
And when was that?
That was back in 1987. I was blown away because I thought the wall would be up for much longer than November 9th, 1989. And then the phone rang, and they said, "Would you like to sing on the Sylvester Show, because your song is still #1, and we'd love you to sing Looking for Freedom and Flying on the Wings of Tenderness at a hotel, and we're going to put it on the Sylvester Show, which is on ZDF, which is kind of like the Dick Clark Show." And I said, "Only if I can sing on the wall." And I hung up the phone, and the person I was with said, "Do you think that's going to happen?" I said, "No, never." They told me they got to get Honeckers, who was an East German president, and Kohl, Helmut Kohl. Kohl. They have to get both of their approval. 4 days later, the phone rings. "Okay." I said, "What do you mean, okay?" "You can sing on the wall." I said, "Oh, wow. And can you get a crane?" And they said, "Yes, we can get a crane, and you can sing in the crane above the wall." And I went, "Ah!" And I went around the house freaking out. So it was an amazing night. We spent the rest of the night chopping down the wall, and I took them back to Baywatch, and 2 days later I was in the water at Malibu, and Stephanie, girl plays Stephanie, Alexandra Paul, "Hey, what'd you do on New Year's?" I went, "Well, I sang to about 1 million people, and I brought you a present, a piece of the Berlin Wall."